All right, everybody ready out there? Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for coming. Are you with us? I heard Keith talking, but I wasn't listening. Did he introduce you? Did he introduce yourselves? Do you all know where you are and who you're at?
Where you are.
Good enough for me. All right. Oh, time out. Oh, time in. All right, kick us off with one.
I've endured. How long must one endure? We was barefoot in the summer on into on Sunday to learn the golden rule. I've endured, how long must one endure? Heartaches, I'll see many more. I've lived, loved, and sorrowed, been through success's door. I've endured, how long must one endure?
Thank you so much. That's one we get from Del McCurry, written, of course, by Ola Bell Reed. That's called I've Endured. And we kicked one off with a Bill Monroe tune for you, having Kate fiddle us off with the Northern White Clouds. I'm glad to see we got people in the pool here today. This is very new for us. I'd like you all to do a big cannonball if you love bluegrass music.
Hey, wait, I'm the closest to the pool.
No splashing the banjo player, though.
More so just the banjo.
All right, we're going to play you one that we put on our latest CD. This is a song we get from Cliff Waldron called Then I'll Miss You. When the misty light comes softly through the morning window and reflects for a minute on the mirror by my bed, and the dreams that I dreamed of you don't turn out the way they ought to, and I reach and turn the light out by my head,
then I'll miss you, and I'd leave it all behind if I could see you once more. And I'm longing just to have things to be like they were before.
Start appearing just like strangers, and the furniture and the carpets and the hotels look the same. When the airports and the highways start to run together, and it seems all I think of is your name,
then I'll miss you, and I'd leave it all behind if I could see you once more. And I'm longing just to have things to be like they were before. If I could see you once more, and I'm longing just to have things to be like they were before.
You all ready?
folks, that's another one off our latest CD. That one's called The Carbon County Breakdown.
I just need way less bass.
Hey, Dylan. Can we get less bass in the in-ears?
About 20% less.
Maybe 20% less.
It's literally blowing.
Mike's too much in his head, man. He's got it in his head. He's in his head. He got it in his head.
Keep going.
That's me like cranking.
I know, but like,
Still less?
yeah, it's,
A little less still if you can.
I need eye contact from him to know what he's doing.
What'd you say?
It's still 45% louder than everything else on stage, and I can't do anything about it.
Get it
Down. Keep going. All right, that's good. Yeah, I'm done.
Good there. Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to have Sammy come up here and sing a song for you.
Try.
World premiere.
Kick it off, Steve.
Me?
This is My Heart Never Lies.
I thought it was Sammy's song.
Why do you always have to cry every time I walk out your door? Our goodbyes are always temporary, and they always leave me wanting more. When I'm on the road playing my own guitar, don't you know that I'm missing you too? And every time I sing a sad song, leaves my heart longing for you. And I will always love you until the end of time. So don't stand there with those tears in your eyes, darling. My heart never lies. Whichever road you travel in life isn't easy, but this road led me into your arms. So let's hold on and ride it together, no matter how hard it may become. And I will always love you until the end of time. So don't stand there with those tears in your eyes, darling. My heart never lies. And I will always love you until the end of time. So don't stand there with those tears in your eyes, darling. My heart never lies. So don't stand there with those tears in your eyes, darling. My heart never lies.
Appalachia? Dude, kick it off, Serene.
On a lonely road I travel so far and so wide, till fate slowed me down and it gave me a ride. We wed in Pennsylvania in the spring. I still wear this old wedding ring. And we moved to the city to start a new job. But we prefer the taste of coal dust to the big city smog. She said we'd make it back there someday, but for now this is where we would stay. I'm going I'm going back for to stay. I'm going back to Appalachia. I'll find a way. Many years have gone by, still we remain, and my memory still holds to the old mountain range. But we're old now, our hair has turned gray. Could we ever make it back there someday? I'm going back to Appalachia. I'm going back for to stay. I'm going back to Appalachia. I'll find a way. I'm going back to Appalachia. I'm going back for to stay. I'm going back to Appalachia. I'll find a way.
Thank you. That one was written by Michael Johnson right here on the bass. That's another song you can find on our latest CD. That one's called Back to Appalachia. Hi, Karma. Hi, girl. Hi, Karma. She don't care.
Me? You are. Where? Right in the middle. Up high. Up in your hairline. My hairline? Yep. You must have smacked a mosquito up there. Really? I remember doing that. Anyway. I'm way out of tune.
Keith, I don't know where you are out there, but I advise next time you put the stage about 3 inches into the pool, because my feet are about 200 degrees right now in these black shoes
I
with
got
the
hot
sun
feet.
beating down on them.
Hot feet.
Strip. I guess you got to start with the feet if you're going to strip. All right, well, we better keep this show moving. We're going to play a little bit of a bluesy number, slow things down a little bit on this one. Michael and I got this one worked up as a duet. It's called Dark as the Night.
Dark is the night, blue is the day. I'm lonesome, my darling, since you went away. Sometimes I wonder, why did you stray? It's dark as the night, I'm blue as the day. Dark as the night, there's blues in my heart. It's cold outside since we've been apart. Tell me, please tell me, why you betray? It's dark as the night, I'm blue as the day.
my darling, since you went away. Sometimes I wonder why you betrayed. It's dark as the night, I'm blue as the day. Dark as the night, there's blues in my heart. It's cold outside since we've been apart. Tell me, please tell me why you betrayed. It's dark as the night, I'm blue as the day. It's dark as the night, I'm blue as the day.
Chalk it up, Kate. Chalk it up on fire.
Now you should get a medal, dear, for every broken heart, for every life you've ruined, 'cause you think you're so smart. I never even had a chance, and now my life is lost. And once more you've had your fun, and you don't care how much it costs.
Chalk up another one, another broken heart. Chalk up another one, a heart you tore apart. You picked me for a fool, my dear, how well I played the part. Chalk up another one, another broken heart.
Broken vows and shattered dreams mean little, dear, to you. 'Cause once you said you loved me, and now you say we're through. Well, all is fair in love and war, I guess you taught me so. 'Cause in this crazy game of love, you've hit an all-time low.
Chalk up another one, another broken heart. Chalk up another one, a heart you tore apart. You picked me for a fool, my dear, how well I played the part. Chalk up another one, another broken heart.
In this evil life you choose, this unfair game you're playing where everyone must lose. Now all is fair in love and war, I guess you taught me so. 'Cause in this crazy game of love, you've hit an all-time low.
Chalk up another one, another broken heart. Chalk up another one, a heart you tore apart. You picked me for a fool, my dear, how well I played the part. Chalk up another one, another broken heart. Chalk up another one, another broken heart. Chalk up another one, heart you tore apart. You picked me for a fool, my dear, how well I played the part. Chalk up another one, another broken heart. Chalk up another one, another broken heart.
Thank you, thank you. That's a Jimmy Martin song for you right there. That one's called Chalk Up Another One. All right, we're going to play you an original tune composed by our very own Caitlin Casper over here on the fiddle. And she also came up with the name for this one. I'd like to make it clear that the name of this tune, it is not any kind of euphemism or innuendo or double entendre. This was inspired by a literal event.
Whoa.
Excuse me. This is one we call Slug in the Gutter.
I think you just killed Sam.
For Caitlin Casper here on the fiddle. That's one of her tunes. That one's called Slug in the Gutter. All right, we're going to give you an oldie but goodie, one off our 2019 release, Have At It.
I don't know nothing about that one.
Sammy don't know nothing about it. We'll see if he knows how the song goes. We haven't played this one in quite a while. I like to say this is a song of acceptance. It's one called I Finally Can't Stand the Thought of You.
were mine, even though you were untrue. Now I think it's time for me to start my life new. I finally can't stand thought of you. When I realized we were through, didn't know how I'd go on. Just could not believe the way you lied. I wanted to forget you, but your hold on me was strong. I couldn't help but love you deep inside. After all you put me through, I still wish you were mine, even though you were untrue. Now I think it's time for me to start my life new. I finally can't stand thought of you. As time passes on and those happy memories fade, think of all the pain you put me through. Yeah, it used to bring me joy, but now I hate to hear your name. I finally can't stand thought of you. After all you put me through, I still wish you were mine, even though you were untrue. Now I think it's time for me to start my life new. I finally can't stand thought of you. After all you put me through, I still wish you were mine, even though you were untrue. Now I think it's time for me to start my life new. I finally can't stand thought of you. Thank you.
Dylan, we seem to have lost power.
Oh, it's back.
It's back.
Oh, check, check.
Back?
I got the video. No, it's. I'm just. I
Check,
can have
check,
really
check.
good control.
Check, 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 check.
Check,
1,
one,
2.
All right. Muzzle line. Bass?
Yeah, I got it.
Your bass?
Back to life, though.
No, something changed.
I think the monitors are off.
I hear this one.
Oh, check one.
Check, 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 check.
Mike, don't do that.
Check 1, 2.
It's gotta be sensitive.
Check, check. What about the bass? I don't hear my
Check 1,
mic.
2. Same. We have no fucking idea what it sounds like. We don't do that shit. Check 1, 2.
1. Whoa, there we are. Check, 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 check.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Check, 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 check.
No, bass is still good. They're still getting.
Are the monitors on? I don't
Yes.
know.
Check, 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 check.
Yeah.
Something's.
Hearing bass?
Check, 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 check. Oh, now I'm back. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Something was overheating.
It's getting hot on those speakers.
Too hot.
Well, used to be 4, 5, 1.
Oh, I don't.
You don't remember how to do this?
Okay. Okay, sorry.
You don't love me anymore. pain of knowing that you'll soon be gone forever, and then know your love again. But tomorrow's gonna be another lonesome day, and I know I'll be far away. Hey, you don't love me anymore, my little girl. I'm just too used to be to you. I'm just too used to be to you.
Kentucky Mandolin. Thank you. That's a tune called the Kentucky Mandolin. Another Bill Monroe tune for you right there. As was the previous one that Kate sang for you. That one's called Used to Be.
We're good. Yeah,
I think everything came in.
just needed a little break, that's all. That was your break.
All right, we're going to have Kate sing another one for you. Another one you can find on our latest CD, which we do have copies here for sale today. Is that right? Are they on display anywhere? No. You got to follow the bass player to the back of the van. This is dangerous out there.
That's where the real show begins.
But we do have them. We have CDs. We have T-shirts, tank tops. We got brand new Serene green hoodies, too. It's gonna, I know it's hard to believe, but it's gonna get cold the next couple nights. You might want a Serene green hoodie.
It's cold last night?
Let's do it.
Sometimes I go walking in fields where we walked long ago, and that sweet used to be. The flowers still grow But again, I could kiss your sweet lips like I did long ago. And how often I long for those two loving arms that once held me so gentle and close. And when I think of you and the love we once knew, how I wish I could go back in time. Do you ever think back on memories like that? Or do I ever cross your mind? When old memories appear, my eyes won't stay clear when I think of those happy times. Do you ever think back on memories like that? Or do I ever cross your mind? Do you ever recall these old memories at all? Or do I ever cross your mind?
Once again, that's Caitlin Casper singing and playing fiddle for you on a Dolly Parton tune called Do I Ever Cross Your Mind?
First fret on the G string, or fourth fret.
Kick us off, Stevie.
All I ever wanted was to play and sing a tune. All I ever needed was a life I could choose. No one told me about the bad times or a pal I could lose, or all those wildwood flower blues. All I ever wanted was to say I stood the test. All I ever needed was to stand beside the best. Didn't count on getting heavy into the good time babes and booze, for all those wildwood flower blues. Didn't count on getting heavy into the good time babes and blues, for all those wildwood flower blues, for all those wildwood flower blues.
That's one we get from Harley Allen right there. That's called the Wildwood Flower Blues. Boy, Sammy does a nice job on that one. thing was sitting there for a full minute. I was watching.
Fly?
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Jailbird. And this is one that Michael wrote not too long ago. This one's called Jailbird. 1, 2, 3.
Well, they picked me up on Broadway and threw me in a cell. The slamming of those steel bars are sounding not too well, 'cause I'm a jailbird in this 8x10. I'm flying out, but I'll be back again. I'd be lying if I told you that it didn't feel like home. Might settle down and stay here once the kids are all grown, 'cause I'm a jailbird in this 8x10. I'm flying out, but I'll be back again. Well, they picked me up on Broadway and threw me in a cell. The slamming of those steel bars are sounding not too well, 'cause I'm a jailbird in this 8x10. I'm flying out, but I'll be back again. I'm a jailbird in this 8x10. I'm flying out, but I'll be back again. I'm flying out, but I'll be back again.
Next one.
Little darling, you stand out in the crowd. You're laughing and talking much too loud. But there's a tear to your smile peeking through. It takes one to know one, and I know you. It takes one to know one, and I know you. Little tear to your smile, I'll see through. You've been hurt, and you're frightened, and you're so blue. It takes one to know one, and I know you. Little darling, won't you please take my hand? You can go right on and cry, I'll understand. They don't mind if I start crying too. It takes one to know one, and I know you. It takes one to know one, and I know you. A little tear to your smile, I see through. You've been hurt, and you're frightened, and you're so blue. It takes one to know one, and I know you.
You've been hurt and you're frightened and you're so blue.
It takes
One to know one, and I know you.
It takes
One to know one, and I know you.
Tennessee border.
Well, her eyes were blue, her hair was auburn, and her smile was like an angel fair. She was her mother's only daughter, down on the Tennessee border. One night I took a ride just across the line. Well, I picked her up in a pickup truck and she stole that heart of mine. But her mom said no, she's my only daughter. But we got married on the Tennessee border. Well, the roses were blooming right on the border, and the moon was shining there. Her personality made me wonder, down on the Tennessee border. One night I took a ride just across the line. Well, I picked her up in my pickup truck and she stole that heart of mine. But her mom said no, she's my only daughter. But we got married on the Tennessee border. Well, one night I took a ride just across the line. Well, I picked her up in my pickup truck and she stole that heart of mine. But her mom said no, she's my only daughter. But we got married on the Tennessee border. But we got married on the Tennessee border.
What kind man?
He walked the sea of Galilee. Tell me what kind of man Jesus is. He walked the sea of Galilee. Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
What kind man?
What kind of man?
What kind man?
What kind of man? Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
What kind man?
What kind of man?
What kind man?
What kind of man? Tell me what kind of man Jesus is. Made the lame to walk and the blind to see. Tell me what kind of man Jesus is. Made the lame to walk and the blind to see. Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
What kind man?
What kind of man?
What kind man?
What kind of man? Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
What kind man?
What kind of man?
What kind man?
What kind of man? Tell me what kind of man Jesus is. He healed the sick and he raised the dead. Tell me what kind of man Jesus is. He healed the sick and he raised the dead. Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
What kind of man?
What kind of man?
What kind of man?
What kind of man? Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
What kind of man?
What kind of man?
What kind of man?
What kind of man? Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
What kind of man?
What kind of man?
What kind of man?
What kind of man? Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
What kind of man?
What kind of man?
What kind of man?
What kind of man? Tell me what kind of man Jesus is.
All right. We're gonna take a little bit of a break now. Maybe take a dip in the pool or something. But we're gonna get back up here in a little while and play a whole nother set. Thank you.
Kate, starting with the chorus, right?
It's me.
And then a break. Yeah, band break. Okay.
Let's do it.
It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down a lonesome road, down a lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load.
I fell in love in Cincinnati. Our love was true, 'cause she told me so. I gave her rings and all my money. Where she run off to, I'll never know.
It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down a lonesome road, down a lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load.
I wish that I was in Kentucky with my mama and my papa dear. My mama's gone and so is papa, and Kentucky's a long way from here.
It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down a lonesome road, down a lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load.
so much. That's one we get from the Osborne brothers called Lonesome Feeling.
No? Steve's? Okay.
Not ready. Steve. Why are you not ready? It's picking you up.
Banjo,
Oh, you're
fiddle,
playing that one.
banjo, banjo.
You keep switching your banjos on me. It's like
Banjo, banjo, banjo.
Banjo, fiddle, mando. Banjo, banjo.
Oh, Jesus.
We got
Banjo,
No
banjo,
guitar.
banjo.
It's
no
all
guitar.
All right, we're going to play you a tune now, an original composition from our banjo player, Steve Leonard. Now, if you know Steve, some of you here know Steve, right? Who here knows Steve Leonard? Sorry, my condolences to you all. But if you know Steve, you might know that he's a bit of a dog. But you might not know that he's also a rock hound. Woof. Anyone else here a rock hound? You guys like crystals, you know, amethyst and quartz and tourmalines and beryls and things of that nature? Steve loves him some rocks. And there's one place he goes up in upstate New York to dig those rocks. I think it might be his favorite place in the world. It's in the Herkimer region, where they produce Herkimer diamonds right out of the earth.
Yes, they do.
And Steve likes to go up there digging them up at a place
With his
for which he named this tune. I'm really dragging this out to try to get my mandolin in tune.
Keep dragging.
He goes up there to a place called Paradise Falls. Give it up for Steve Leonard there on the banjo. That one's called Paradise Falls.
Thank you.
We'd also like to let you know if any of you enjoy collecting mineral specimens, crystals, quartz, amethyst, tourmalines, beryls,
Got him for sale.
Steve can find you the best crystals at the lowest prices. Minerals. We're talking minerals here. Good for your health.
Nothing nefarious.
Nothing Nefarious would be a good name for a bluegrass band.
Just for the record.
If any of you out there are starting a bluegrass band, you keep that in your back pocket.
Should have kept it. We could use a name change.
Steve Leonard and Nothing Nefarious. This fall.
I'm out of here. I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know.
I'm right there.
you gotta excuse us. We'll be killing a lot of time in between songs because on our set break, our instruments got a little sunny, and I don't know if you guys know about expansion and contraction and the role that temperature plays
Sonny
in.
Osborne.
If you've ever watched Seinfeld, you might know about this.
It just, it
Look at it.
makes
We were in the pool.
I like know where it is, but I keep like, I don't know.
All right.
Sorry.
Find some.
Oh, is that where we're at?
Yep.
Okay, okay. Jesus.
Well, tomorrow marks one whole year since I've courted you. We've had our share of good times, my love I gave to you. But it's been the same long time, those words you never said, leaving me alone to wonder in my weary head. I gave you all I had to give, but I'm waiting still. Babe, if you don't love me, I'll find someone who will. Now I finally sat you down, told you at point blank, what you see is what you get, you can take that to the bank. You told me you were happy, but you didn't know what that meant. I showed you to the front door, into the town I went. I gave you all I had to give, but I'm waiting still. Babe, if you don't love me, I'll find someone who will. I gave you all I had to give, but I'm waiting still. Babe, if you don't love me, I'll find someone who will. Babe, if you don't love me, I'll find someone who will.
Thanks so much, and that one was written by Michael Johnson right back here on the bass. That's another song you can find on our latest CD. That song's called I'll Find Someone Who Will.
Hey Dylan, could I just do a slightly less vocal in my in-ears? This vocal here on the guitar. Thank you so much. About 30% less would be good. Check 1, 2. Vocal, guitar, vocal check. 1, 2. Check. That's awesome right there. Thank you so much.
What's the kick? On the 5. Which one? Yep. Happy alone.
Whoa.
5? No, it's not.
I got
Take us off. Girl of my dreams, Stevie. No.
Well, I first met you down in Lover's Lane. You were just like an angel, my little blue-eyed Jane. We walked along, we sang a song, the birds were singing too. It would be like heaven here on earth to begin with you, 'cause you're the girl of my dreams. But it seems that my dreams will never come true. We used to sit out on the old porch swing. The stars were shining brightly, softly you would sing. You sang of happy days gone by, made me happy too. It would be like heaven heaven here on earth to be again with you. 'Cause you're the girl of my dreams. But it seems that my dreams will never come true. Well, once you said you loved me too, that you would be my own. But now you've gone so far away, left me all alone. You took a man has took your hand, he took your love from me. But you still linger in my arms and in my memory. 'Cause you're the girl of my dreams. But it seems that my dreams will never come true. But it seems that my dreams will never come true.
Thanks so much. That's one we get from Larry Sparks. That song's called The Girl of My Dreams.
Okay, I got it.
The B part starts
What's the
in
word tequila?
4, 4,
No.
5, 5, 1. Yeah. I will always love you.
No.
Yep. Yes.
Check 1, 2, yeah.
I'd like to introduce you real quick to the guy playing guitar over here. This is his first year with us as a full-time member of Serene Green. We're real happy to have him with us. He hails from northwestern Connecticut in a little town called Torrington, where he grew up playing bluegrass with his family band, the Zola Boys. Please make welcome over there on the guitar. That's Sam Zola.
Thank you all so much. Dylan, when you get a minute, I'll go up just a hair on this vocal, just to match his. Thank you so much. Happy medium in between. I'm actually going to do a song that I wrote for y'all. Yeah. Well, actually, I didn't write it for you guys, but
Make it feel so bad.
but I do hope you enjoy it. This is one I wrote after a what do you know, after a breakup. It was a sore one. It was a sour one. I'm still getting over it. No, I'm just kidding. It's all in the past, and I wrote this song to help me get over it, and it did a real good job at doing that. So I'm gonna play that one for you. This one's called Happy All Along. Juliet, I can't forget all of the nights we spent together, hoping that our love would hold out through the hard times and the good. Should have known that just like anything in life, you'll have to pay the price of heartbreak when you find out it was all misunderstood. I'll find the one that makes me happy. That's what she told me on the night we said goodbye. You never talked about your problems, never said I'm in the wrong. Why'd you act like you were happy all along? If the words you spoke to me were just to cover up the thoughts you had of wanting someone new. It's a shame it took so many years of crying all the pointless tears and wishing we could just restart and have our love be true. I'll find the one that makes me happy. That's what
she told me on the night we said goodbye. You never talked about your problems, never said I'm in the wrong. Why'd you act like you were happy all along? After what you did, but I'm done wasting all my time just thinking of the past. Well, I'll go knock on someone else's door in hopes that they would give me more than what I had with you when I was praying it would last. I found the one that makes me happy. I never knew that it would take me quite this long. She never puts the blame on me. We always talk when things go wrong. I could finally be happy all alone.
Give it up for Sam Zola there on the guitar. That's his own song. That one's called Happy All Along.
Thank you, guys.
Let's cheer it, Stevie. That's Steve Leonard on the banjo over there, playing every note in the book, I think, and then some. Shake him out, Steve, shake him out.
There we go. Switching gears. Same thing.
Where is Red Rose? Ready?
When you get this letter, dearest darling, I'll be on a train heading home. My thoughts are only of you, love, while these many moons I've flown. Meet me there down by the river where we met that summer night. If you still love me, wear a red rose. If you don't, then wear the white. rose you wear is red.
Meet me there down by the river where we met that summer night. If you still love me, wear a red rose. If you don't, then wear the white.
Go and tell my mom and dear old daddy that I long to see them too. This world and all of its pleasures can't take the place of home in you. Meet me there down by the river where we met that summer night. If you still love me, wear a red rose. If you don't, then wear the white. Meet me there down by the river where we met that summer night. If you still love me, wear a red rose. If you don't, then wear the white.
Thank you.
Moving on up. Moving on up.
It's a pool party.
Where's that tequila? Someone take my keys off.
That'll surely help.
Corey Walker.
You're reading down.
Corey Walker took mine.
Steve, can you grab me an IPA over there? Sorry, what were you asking? Is that what you wanted to?
Now get that bottle of tequila, boy.
Same.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's take another separate. Let's play the.
This one's for Tom and Gina.
Oh yeah.
Not the song. I don't even know what we're gonna play, but the drink. Thank you.
Cheers.
This one?
That's a long
Yeah,
sip.
sure.
Sammy?
Sorry, I
I'll
thought you were
go
talking
this
to
way
that.
first.
Keep. I can't see.
It looked like you were looking out in the crowd.
I'm gonna get wild.
Thought you were talking to Patty.
Patty.
This feels irresponsible.
Just wet your mouth.
Karma.
Just a little.
Karma.
Oh, that's good.
Zonked.
Woo!
Sammy. Take a hit of that boy. Come on.
I got an IPA.
Some hair on the chest, boy. Come on.
Sammy, I did it. You have to.
You do have to.
You guys want to hear a grito?
Is it a bottle?
Am I singing this one?
I think Sammy's singing it.
Sammy, you singing Blues Captain?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, go for it. So I'm going tenor.
What are we playing now? What gear are we in? Same gear?
No, different gears. Steven.
Dude, there's a list that
We're
says
drinking.
all in there.
Steve, I don't think we're in that gear either.
Yeah, we
said
are.
nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Flat.
Go be flat.
There's no beat
Steve,
flat on
Is
that.
that where we do
Billy
this one?
Goose.
There's a flat.
We're professionals.
Dylan? Doing a great job. You see how quickly you reach for the iPad?
Dylan, Dylan, you need some tequila?
We got tequila up here, courtesy of Tom and Gina. For better or worse.
It's the good kind. I don't even know what.
Pinch it. Pinch it, Steve. Pinch it.
There's a well-beaten path on this old mountainside where I wandered when I was a lad. As I wandered along to that place I call home, those Blue Ridge hills far away. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain, far away near my Blue Ridge mountain home. just wander back to that ramshackle shack in those Blue Ridge hills far away, where my mother and dad are laid there to rest. They are sleeping in peace together there. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain, far away near my Blue Ridge mountain home? I return to that old mountain home with a sigh. I've been longing for days gone by. When I die, won't you bury me on this old mountainside, make my resting place upon the hill so high? Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain, far away near my Blue Ridge mountain home? Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain, far away near my Blue Ridge mountain home, far away near my Blue Ridge mountain home. Some bluegrass for it. Real quick, I would like to mention, Q mentioned it in the last set, we do have t-shirts for sale, sweatshirts for sale. We got a new design.
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's hung up on this
Everyone
little
look
fence
at the
here.
sign. Look at the new design.
If you
No,
want
right
one.
here. You're looking too far, Patty.
Feast your eyes.
Yeah, right here, right
Patty?
in front of us.
Dial it back.
Look at that. Thanks to our mandolin player.
Oh, look at that. Oh, we have lady tanks.
And
we
while-
have hoodies.
While Q is making this theatrical announcement, I would like to take the time to also announce that Steve and I and Aiden Kerber, I'm sure many of you know Aiden Kerber. He is a good friend of ours. We actually were working on a side project last year that has just come out past couple months that we're super proud of. We have the albums with us. We have them with us. I was just making sure. We have magnets. We have, do you have any Yetis? All right. Scratch the last statement. But we do have our Bluegrass Belt Buckle album, so we'd be more than honored to sell you guys a copy. Or just if you want to come and talk to us about it, we'd be more than happy to answer some questions.
The last song on it is an original I wrote for Duke. Just so you know.
And one of the other songs on it
Is this one?
is the one we're about to play right now. It's called Hello City Limits.
Hello, city limits. I see your sign. Left all my worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits. I'm starting out brand new.
Well, I need a change of scenery. I need it real bad to help me forget all the hard times I've had. I have a feeling I'll find a love that's true. Hello, city limits. I'm starting out brand new.
Hello, city limits. I see your sign. Left all my worries way behind. Left all my
troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new.
Well, I haven't told a soul just where I'll be. I don't want the blues to catch up with me. I have a feeling I'll find a love that's true. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new.
Hello, city limits, I see your sign. Left all my worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new. Hello, city limits, I see your sign. Left all my worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new.
Missouri Road. On the six. On the six. Just a hit on the six. Which is what? Hit on the six. G. G. Thanks so much. That one's called Missouri Road. That's a tune we get from the great Kenny Baker, a man who Bill Monroe used to call the greatest bluegrass fiddler of all time. And I think Caitlin does a pretty good job of it herself. Let her hear it. Going out tonight? All right, we're going to play you a song that Michael wrote now. It's a song about having a good time. It's called I'm Going Out Tonight.
Well, my woman, she don't like me. She tells me all the time I wish she board a city bus coming down the line. Or maybe hop a big jet plane, wouldn't that be nice? Stay or leave, just don't wait up, I'm going out tonight. I'll take a taxi downtown, maybe get a chance with some darling sweetheart in a country dance. We'll swing and twirl the night away, now that would be alright. I won't be home till morning comes, I'm going out tonight. I'm going out tonight, I'll say it once again. I haven't heard a tender word since I wore this wedding band. So if you want to walk away, I won't put up a fight. Or you can stay right here at home, but I'm going out tonight. Jukebox, buy the bar another round. Spend my whole week's paycheck, just try to paint this town. I'll be out on the dance floor, dressed up to the nines. Won't be home till morning comes, I'm going out tonight. I'm going out tonight, I'll say it once again. I haven't heard a tender word since I wore this wedding band. So if you wanna walk away, I won't put up a fight. Or you can stay right here at home, but I'm going out tonight. Tonight, I'll say it once again. I haven't heard a tender word since I wore this wedding band. So if you wanna walk away, I won't put up a fight. Or you can stay right here at home, but I'm going out tonight. Lordy, there's no stopping me, I'm going out tonight.
Thank you. All right, I think it's about time we do a gospel number for you all. Gospel music has always been a big part of bluegrass music, and I understand we're not always playing for a really God-fearing crowd, and some folks out there might be a little uncomfortable with the notion of where they may or may not be going after they are no longer here. But that's...
You look like you're melting.
If you're worried about it, take a dip in the pool while you can. But I would just like to point out, whatever you think about all the words of these gospel songs that we play in bluegrass music, there's another way to think about it. Someone once told me it's not just a song about Jesus. It is an appeal to a higher power from a desperate mere mortal. And I think that's a notion we can all relate to on some level. So whether you like it or not, we're going to do a couple gospel numbers for you now. This one is, it's got a little bit of a fire and brimstone feel to it. It's called Where You Gonna Hide?
When time on earth will be no more, when saints go walking through heaven's door, where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? When Christ the Savior calls your name, are you gonna hide your face in shame? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? Will you let the Lord says, well done, has your soul the devil won. Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? Oh sinner, won't you kneel with us and pray? Won't you walk the straight and narrow way? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? When Christ the Savior calls your name, are you gonna hide your face in shame? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? Will you let the Lord and Savior be your guide? When Christ the Savior calls your name, are you gonna hide your face in shame? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? Will you let the Lord and Savior be your guide? When Christ the Savior says, well done, has your soul the devil won? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide? Where you gonna hide, oh sinner, where you gonna hide?
Thank you, thank you.
Up to four. I'm doing baritone on this one, huh?
I'll drink to that one.
You're going with
Yeah.
I don't think Jesus would like that.
the roses bloom in there for me. Second verse.
Flowers.
The flowers? You say flowers. You say flowers? Okay. On the sheet I printed.
Well, I've said rose my whole life,
Yeah.
and I'm working on flowers.
On the sheet it says rose.
I don't know.
I mean, it's called.
Tony Rice and Scott
It's in
say
the title of the song.
roses?
It's probably
no,
roses.
the rose is blooming.
Flowers it is. We're all gonna fuck it. Are we doing the little stop?
Yeah.
Okay. Just for the kick.
Yeah.
Just for the kick.
Thanks, Steve.
Steve, are you drunk?
All right, that one was a little, I know, it was a little harsh. Where are you gonna hide? You know, no, we don't want to think about that. So we got a more uplifting gospel number for you now. More positive spin on this whole idea. This one's called Where the Soul of Man Never Dies. 1, 2, 3.
To Canaan's land I'm on my way, where the soul of man never dies. My darkest night will turn to day, where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there'll be no sad farewells, there'll be no tear-dimmed eyes, where all is peace, is joy and love, and the soul of man never dies. The flowers blooming there for me, where the soul of man never dies. And I will spend eternity where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there'll be no sad farewells, there'll be no tear-dimmed eyes, where all is peace, is joy and love, and the soul of man never dies.
Thank you.
Moving on up.
All right, that's enough of that gospel singing for today. I think it isn't even Sunday yet.
We got one.
This next one mentions God. Well, what we can consider this one a gospel, I think, if we try hard enough.
I don't know about it.
I would consider it more sacrilegious than gospel, but you can be the judge of that. It was written by Caitlin here, the good upstanding one of the bunch. It's called I Hope God Forgives Me.
I hope God forgives me for worshiping you. He knows I can't help it, for your love ain't true. If he cannot part into hell, I will go. For choosing my idol, the devil I know.
To keep your affections to land sacrifice. Your cruel little games are consuming my mind. Devotion costs me just an ounce of your time. My angel, where are you, my vice?
I hope God forgives me for worshiping you. He knows I can't help it, for your love ain't true. If he cannot part into hell, I will go. For choosing my idol, the devil I know.
Disciples leave lipstick with clothes that I find. So down on my knees I will pray no more lies. You'll answer my prayers with perfume that ain't mine. So I'll hit the pews and I'll pray one more time.
I hope God forgives me for worshiping you. He knows I can't help it, for your love ain't true. If he cannot part into hell, I will go. For choosing my idol, the devil I know. I hope God forgives me for worshiping you. He knows I can't help it, for your love ain't true. If he cannot part into hell, I will go. For choosing my idol, the devil I know.
Thank you. That's an original song there written by Caitlin Casper right here on the fiddle. And I hope God forgives us all for singing a song so low down like that. Good thing there's not a storm coming, or we might get struck by a bolt of lightning.
Somebody want to get this guy.
Nope. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Oh.
You.
Thank you.
Did you get the hornet? What are you doing
No,
here?
it was just that bug, but I didn't want him in my hair.
It was a big overreaction.
Take it to the extreme.
All right.
Ready? Julianne.
Julianne, what are you doing? Making plans on leaving me? Have I made your life unhappy? Is this how it's gonna be? Will you be here in the morning when the rooster starts to crow? But for all my tears, I call for Julianne. I've gotta know. Dress yourself in silk and satin, put some ribbons in your hair, but don't say you're gonna leave me. It's more than I can bear. Go and have your night of dancing if you like those country songs. But when all the fun is over, Julianne, come on home.
silk and satin, put some ribbons in your hair. But don't say you're gonna leave me, it's more than I can bear.
Go and have your night of dancing if you like those country songs.
But when all the fun is over, Julianne, come on home. Dress yourself in silk and satin, put some ribbons in your hair. But don't say you're gonna leave me, it's more than I can bear. Go and have your night of dancing if you like those country songs. But when all the fun is over, Julianne, come on home.
So close.
That was great. That was great tempo, great feel.
No, everything was good. Just like 4 instead of the 5.
Classic.
Here it is, everyone.
Should have used your low E and really let him know.
The lonesome side of a train gone by makes me want to stop and cry. I recall the day I took you away. I'm blue, I'm lonesome too. When I hear the whistle blow, I wanna pack my suitcase and go. The lonesome side of a train gone by makes me want to stop and cry. In the still of night, in the pale moonlight, the wind it moans and cries. These lonesome blues I just can't lose. I'm blue, I'm lonesome too. When I hear that whistle blow, I wanna pack my suitcase and go. The lonesome side of a train gone by makes me want to stop and cry. When I hear that whistle blow, well, I wanna pack my suitcase and go. The lonesome side of a train gone by makes me want to stop and cry. I'm blue, I'm lonesome too.
Thank you. That's a song co-written by Bill Monroe and Hank Williams. That one's called I'm Blue, I'm Lonesome.
Shucks.
Shucks.
What's the kick again on the?
We got time for just a couple more songs here before we got to shut things down and get on down the road. I'm hoping we're all going to take some cannonballs before we leave. I know Steve is gonna. Look out. We're going to have to extend the splash zone for that one. But we got a couple more left. We're going to do another Doyle Lawson song for you. This one's for Patty. I know she's a big Doyle Lawson fan. I believe she was there with the band at Nipa Bluegrass Festival for Doyle Lawson's retirement tour a couple years ago. We're going up to Nipa later tonight. And we're going to be playing there tomorrow at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you're looking for something to do tomorrow afternoon. Nipa Bluegrass Festival in Tunkhannock, PA at Lazy Brook Park. It's a nice place. They got a lot of good picking going all night. A lot of good bands coming tomorrow, yep. Anyway, this one's called That's How I Can Count on You.
Like April can count on the showers, the grass can count on the dew, and March can count on the windy days. That's how I can count on you. If the road looks long and endless, with nothing but heartbreaking view, I'll smile all the while, for I'll know that I can always count on you. If fame and fortune should pass me by, no beggar stand alone, for a king in his kingdom could never find the love that's true as the love we had known. Like a baby can count on its mother at night when the days are through, and lovers can count on the moon, silver moon. That's how I can count on you. April can count on the showers, the grass can count on the dew, and March can count on the windy days. That's how I can count on you. If the road looks long and endless, with nothing but heartbreaking view, I'll smile all the while, for I'll know that I can always count on you. If fame and fortune should pass me by, no beggar stand alone, for a king in his kingdom could never find the love as true as the love we had known. Like a baby can count on its mother at night when the days are through, and lovers can count on the moon, silver moon. That's how I can count on you. That's how I can count on you.
And that's how we can count on you to show up and support bluegrass music. Thank you all so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. And a big round of applause to Keith and Maura for hosting us up here, opening up the pool and all that kind of stuff. Okay. We'll play one more for you. Kick it off, Stevie. This one's called Will You Be Loving Another Man?
Some other land, and you know I can't be with you. Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return, will you be waiting, or will you be loving another man? On my shoulder, telling me my love's grand, and before I'm out of sight, dear, then be loving another man. Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return, will you be waiting, or will you be loving another man? understand. When I return, don't say you're sorry. Just keep on loving another band. Will you be loving another band? Will you be loving another band? When I return, will you be waiting? Or will you be loving another band? Loving another band? Will you be loving another band? When I return, will you be waiting? Or will you be loving another band?
All right, thank you so much. We're not going anywhere just yet, but we're closing down the stage here. We'll see you soon. Oh, one announcement, real quick. We're looking for some children's Tylenol. If anybody here has some children's Tylenol, find that big red-headed, hairy, bearded guy with the swim shorts on and the slate-colored T-shirt. Grateful Dick Anderson. He's looking for children's Tylenol.
Dickle.
I think he could handle the adult stuff, but whatever he wants. We'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for coming up here. We love you all. Thank you, Keith. It's been a pleasure.
Keith,